Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Polo G. And specifically, we're going to be talking about his mom, Stacia Mack. Now, for those of you who don't know, Polo G's mom, she kind of acted as his manager earlier in his career, man. I'm not sure if she still fills that role, but obviously, man, all the hard work paid off and the come up is real because she now lives in a mansion in Atlanta, Georgia. But, man, crazy enough, it seems like, man, you can't escape the streets no matter where you go, man. I hate to even bring it there, but it's the truth because it seems like there was some sort of shooting that took place at her crib, man, and it was all caught on a Ring camera. Now, based on the stories that are out there, and one of the reports I'm going to be reading from is from hiphopdx.com, it seems like Stacia Mack is okay, and it seems like Polo G is okay. But the reason this took place is wild to say the least because they're still trying to put the pieces together. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the shooting that went down at Polo G's mama's house. Now, I'm going to be referencing this story and the headline says a lot, so let's get to it, man. The headline says, Polo G's mother, Stacia Mack, says she fired at an armed home intruders, plus shares Ring footage. Now, that says it all pretty much, man, that she was shooting. I guess she was busting shots because she admitted herself that she fired at some armed home intruders. Like, what in the world's going on, man? Why are cats getting their crib broken into in Atlanta? And how come cats are showing up to the crib busting? So I don't know, man. I know a lot of people are going to run wild with this. Those people who think, there's always something going on in the background with hip hop. But to be real, maybe it has to do with the economic standards in Atlanta going up and the fact that people having jobs going down and all that stuff. But either way, it's a crime being committed, so we don't make any excuses for that, right? Well, it seems the story starts off, it says this. It says Atlanta, Georgia. Polo G's mother, Stacia Mack, puts the Mac in Mac 10. They trying to be funny, man, I guess. Okay, let me continue. She took to Instagram on Thursday, September 2nd, in a since-deleted post recounting the frightening experience of having multiple intruders break into her Atlanta mansion but returning fire and forcing them to flee the scene. Now, stop right there. What's odd is Polo G and his mama are from Chicago, right? And they moved to Atlanta, obviously, build mansions there, living the good life. Hip-hop has been great to them. Polo G, certified gold on Hall of Fame, all sorts of plaques for different singles, amazing collabs, doing his thing. One of the hottest artists in the rap game. That goes without saying, right? They go to Atlanta just to reestablish themselves and probably get out of crime and stay away from the crime in Chicago, right? And Atlanta is starting to slowly become just as bad. Now, I'm not saying that one is better than the other, and I'm not saying that crime is indicative of how good a city is, but when it comes to crime, Chicago has a standard that many cities can't meet. You know what I'm saying? That many cities pale in comparison to, I should say. Now, to be real, her living in Atlanta, she probably thought it was all good, but she stayed on the ready. This is similar to the story with Lil Durk and his girlfriend, India Love, man. Remember, their house was broken into, or there were some intruders, some attempted intruders. They tried to get into his crib, but it didn't happen because Lil Durk was watching the cameras and doing what he had to do and made sure he did what he had to do to protect his house and his home. Same situation here, it seems like. Now, the story continues by saying this. It says, fortunately for Stacia Mack and Polo G, the rest of their family is safe and sound as nobody was hurt during the home invasion, which saw intruders break down her basement door. So, wow, these cats went to the basement door to break down the basement door and break in the crib. Now, that seems more than just a robbery, man. When people are doing all this extra stuff, you know what I mean? When they showing up with guns and stuff like that, I don't know. I do get to start to thinking about what in the world is behind all this besides the robbery, but maybe the basement was the most convenient place for them to enter, they thought. You know what I mean? And they were wrong. Now, this is where it gets interesting because Polo G's mom, she originally took the post down because, it got flagged by Instagram. So she put it back up on her story so people could see it. And also they posted it in the story right here. And they give an account of what the caption said under that original post. Now, in quotes, they say this. It says, I recently had an attempted break-in at my home. She revealed at least 3 men attempted to break in you'll hear the assailant on camera say, "Y'all ready?" In real time on my camera, I witnessed as an intruder kicked in my basement door while multiple intruders flocked to other entry points of my home. I began to open fire upon them. My family is safe by God's grace. In this situation, you have only two choices: fight or flight. I refuse to be a victim in my home. I will not rest until I know who is responsible. Now, let's take a look at the incident that was live on her Ring camera that she obviously had fixed to her door. You know, a lot of people have these on their front, back door to make sure that they can film whatever's going on outside of their, outside of their front door. You know what I mean? So that way they can keep track if there's packages being dropped off or if there's anybody attempting to commit any type of crime on their property. Now, let's look at the footage.
Okay.
Now, as you've seen in that video, the would-be or the attempted robbers kicked in the door, and you had one guy who already had the blicky out or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And he's already motioning and yelling at the other guys in the background and come on, come on. And you could hear it clear as day in that video, man. Scary situation for anybody who's a homeowner or anybody, period, man. You know, you work hard to build up and get your stuff right, get you a nice crib. Your son out here making lots of money. You worked hard as his manager. And to think things could be over that quick because you never know how wrong things could go in a situation like that, man. We've seen it time after time again, man. And luckily, Stacia Mack was able to come out on top in this situation. Now, Polo G's mom wasn't done there. She took to social media and made this post right here. And it says this. It says, you can see this is her page. It says, "Thank you all for the love and support. I removed the video due to IG flagging it. If you have any leads, please share. $10,000 reward for any information." And she also made a follow-up post to that where she let people know that they can submit information anonymously. So we'll see what she gets from that. You know, that is a lot of money, man. So people might actually talk and let her know something. And I'm pretty sure the authorities are concerned just as well, man. But just the fact that these cats came in with the guns out, man, it's a little disturbing. I'm not even gonna lie, man. That would have me worried or maybe even trying to move my address, man. Y'all can call me what you want, man. I know I'm gonna catch jokes for that. But in all seriousness, I'm glad that Polo G, his family, his mom, and everybody is safe, man. I know he's got a lot of family, you know, and they all together, so they came in the game together and they work as a team. So you hate to see anything horrible happen, you know what I mean? Now with that, this been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Oh, hold up. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think it's just an Atlanta situation where they know it's a lot of these celebrities there, a lot of these rappers, and they're gambling on the fact that maybe they have some cash in the house, maybe they have some of the things that they flash in their videos in the house, like jewelry, so they look like prime targets to them? Or do you feel this is just could have been a random house burglary? They probably didn't see the cars, didn't know anybody was home, so they tried to bust in the house and wanted to see what they can get. But even with that situation, why come in with guns blazing? You know what I mean? Interesting to say the least. Now with that, this been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.